Hi everyone, my name is Lanasia and I make college related videos, so if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys a few of the resources that are offered at Penn. I feel like there are so many resources that it's kind of hard to know where to go to for what. So hopefully this video will kind of be like one main location that has the majority of resources that Penn has to offer. I'll link the resources in the description box below so you guys can learn more about them. This video would just be like super brief, super general, covering not all of the resources because there's literally so many, but the ones that I'm aware of and the ones that I have used throughout my past year and a half at Penn. So yeah, if you are interested in knowing what Penn has to offer in terms of resources and things like that, keep watching this video. Okay, so the first resource that I'm going to be talking about is CURF, which stands for Center of Undergraduate Research and Fellowship. And this is basically the place you go to if you want to conduct research, get involved with research, literally anything involving research. CURF is the place to go. There are literally so many resources within this one resource. So CURF basically can connect you with faculty members who are doing certain research projects that you would be interested in. They kind of help you navigate connecting with professors, and they basically help you get your feet wet in research. I know before I came to Penn, I have never conducted research before in my life. I honestly had no idea what research was. When I thought of research, I thought of white lab coat, chemicals, pouring things into one another, but literally that is not what research is. Yes, that is a field of research, but there's so much more to research than just chemistry and mixing chemicals and things like that. So through CURF, I've been able to participate in Penn's PERM program, which is Penn Undergraduate Research and Mentorship. I basically applied to work in 3 different labs over the summer, and then luckily one of them chose me, so I got to work in a lab this summer. This program is specifically for undergrads who have no research experience. I literally never done anything involving research, so this program is perfect for getting your feet wet and learning more about research and seeing what you're interested in. And the way I found out about PERM was through my peer mentor. So in CURF, you can sign up to get a peer mentor who basically helps you throughout your research process, essentially. My mentor was a senior, a psychology major like me, and she basically just sent us a bunch of different programs that were going on, or told us of different opportunities happening either at Penn or at other schools. I literally just got an email about some summer research opportunity happening at Columbia, which is pretty dope. So yeah, they basically just hold your hand and guide you through your research journey, especially if you're new to the field of research. CURF overall is just the place to go if you want to do research. So you can sign up for their weekly, monthly emails where they basically just send all the opportunities happening either at Penn or at other schools. I feel a lot of students come to Penn wanting to do research, so CURF is the place you will be in contact with the most. So the next resource that I'm going to be talking about is Penn's Netter Center, which is a center for community partnerships. The Netter Center basically connects Penn undergrads to different organizations within the city of Philadelphia. So there's a bunch of different clubs and organizations within the Netter Center that works with students in West Philadelphia or other organizations, like I said. So one of the clubs that I'm involved with through the Netter Center is called Gear Up, where we basically tutor high school students, and we help with college planning. So right now I'm in the curriculum and training committee, so we're making a college playlist for students in Philadelphia to kind of guide them through the college application process. So that's just one of the many different opportunities through the Netter Center. There are literally so many different clubs like this. Just click the link in the description box and you can see how many there are. There are so many and so many ways to get involved within the city of Philadelphia. I know when I was applying to Penn, that was one thing that I stressed in my application, how I wanted to work in Philadelphia somehow, or not necessarily work, but volunteer and get involved within the city, and the Netter Center definitely helped do that. So if you are applying to Penn right now, this is something that you could mention in your essay possibly. And yeah, so just click the description box below to see more of the specific opportunities that the Netter Center has to offer. So another resource that Penn has to offer is career services. Career services basically helps with life after Penn, life during Penn. Like if you're looking for an internship, you can go to career services, schedule a meeting. If you need help with your resume, they do like resume workshops. They even do these things where it's like mock interviews, which I think is pretty cool. So you like schedule a meeting and you go in and you basically have an interview. Like it's like interview prep, obviously it's a mock interview. So like prepare you for whatever job you're interviewing for soon, or like internship or anything of the sorts, which is pretty dope. Similar to CURF, career services also have like peer mentorship kind of thing where you schedule a meeting with a peer, like a senior or a junior, and they kind of like again help you, guide you through internship search or like looking for a job and things like that. A few weeks ago I actually had a meeting with a peer career service worker, and she basically like kind of gave me ideas of things that I could do during the summer because I have no idea what I want to do. So it's pretty helpful. This summer I had a meeting with like an actual like advisor of career services, and she literally helped me so much. I have no idea what I want to do with my life. I still low-key don't know what I want to do with my life, but she kind of gave me ideas of like things that I could possibly look into, and since then I've been like thinking about like the things that we talked about in that meeting. So yeah, career services definitely the place to go to for internships, jobs, things like that, like resume help, LinkedIn profile building, things like that. Another resource at Penn is the Weingarten Learning Resources Center, which basically provide academic support to all Penn students. So if you need help with time management, you can schedule a meeting at this center and sit down with someone, and they basically like make a schedule with you and help you with your time management. I know this is great for like freshmen, like first semester, with adjusting to Penn and getting used to like having all of this free time. You just like don't really know how to structure your time, so you can go to the Weingarten Learning Resources Center and kind of figure that out. They also make accommodations for students with disabilities. You can also go there if you need help like learning how to study effectively or how to actively read. Weingarten Learning Resources Center is the place to go. We also have the tutoring center where you get tutored in a variety of subjects. Penn students get 2 free tutors each semester, which is pretty dope, pretty helpful. I have yet to use this resource, but I definitely will in the future because it's free. Why not utilize these free resources? Duh. Okay, so kind of like going off of these academic resources, we also have the Writing Center, which literally saved my life freshman year. So the Writing Center is basically a place to help you with your writing, obviously. So my first semester at Penn, I had to write a 12-page paper, and I have never written anything longer than 4 pages double spaced. So when I found out I had to write 12 pages, I literally freaked out. Like I died on the inside. But literally the Writing Center saved my life. I ended up getting an A on the paper, and I owe that all to the Writing Center. You basically just go in, you sit with a peer who has gone through like workshop training on how to like effectively be a writing tutor, I guess. And they literally help with everything. Like if you need help with grammar, they'll help you with that. If you need help with planning your essay, they'll help you with that. If you just want someone to go through and revise your essay, they'll help you with that. And you get like, I think it's an hour with each meeting. And I'm pretty sure you can schedule however many you want. So definitely a resource that I utilize the most during my time at Penn. Also, all students in the college have to take a writing seminar, so the Writing Center will definitely come in clutch during your writing seminar when you have to submit your like long, juicy, fat file of all your different writing things from the semester. So yeah. So we also have 6 different cultural centers at Penn, which I consider to be great resources to utilize as well. So we have La Casa Latina, Patch, which is the Pan-Asian American Community House. We have McCoo, which is like the Black Student Center. We have the LGBT Center, the Women's Center, and the Greenfield Intercultural Center, which is like basically the home of first-gen low-income students. So yeah, these places are literal centers that you can go to and like chill out, talk to people, study, get advice from upperclassmen, because there are always upperclassmen in these centers. There's always like different events going on at these centers. They always promote different things. They're open to everyone. You don't have to identify as that specific group in order to utilize that center. Dope resources to use. Definitely recommend. Fun place to chill. Yeah, I suck at describing things. Like now that I'm making this video, I'm like, why did I do this? I am literally the worst at explaining anything. So another resource that Penn has, which is pretty super duper obvious, are the professors. The professors are great resources to utilize literally for everything. Like, we have this thing at Penn called Take Your Professor to Lunch, where you basically can take your professor to lunch and get to know them. The lunch is free, like Penn pays for it, and it's just like a great way to get to know your professor, ask them questions that like may be related to your class or may not be related to your class. Like, professors, I just think, are super great resources to utilize. They, for the most part, care about you. Honestly, they really do. They're just great, honestly. I'm not just saying that because I go to Penn. Like, they literally are amazing. Okay, so another resource, which is like specifically a mental health resource at Penn, is CAPS, which is Counseling and Psychological Services. You basically schedule a meeting and you go see a professional therapist. Not much explaining needs to be done with that. It's pretty obvious. A lot of students utilize CAPS. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. One thing that I do love is that, like, it's not really stigmatized. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but like, it's normal to say, oh, I have a meeting with CAPS, like I'm about to go see a therapist. Like, that's normal. I don't know, I just feel like going to CAPS is kind of like encouraged because everyone needs someone to talk to. Like, no matter how good they're doing, everyone can use someone to like let their thoughts out to, and like, just, I don't know, I just feel like it's a great resource to utilize, and a great resource that is utilized, and it's encouraged to be utilized, and it's not stigmatized. I think that's the right word. So yeah, those are all the resources that I can think of. There are definitely so many more resources out there. So if you are aware of any other resources at Penn, be sure to comment them down below. It'll be a great help for current students and prospective students. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like these types of videos, be sure to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!